This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
It's a gain of 10.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Round 80! 54! Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right there. 54, Mike. Go!
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really...
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch the slant. Check. Man, 80. He's coming. We got double up.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. Well, this Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, Darnold. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
44 to Mike. Squeeze, double. Check. Fresno. Now 80. 44. Mike, 44. All day.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go, son. 44, Mike. Check. Watch the run, lady.
Darnold on first down. And this one complete to Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
To throw is Darnold. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. Allen going to try and throw on third down. He finds Yeldon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches. And they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Red 80. Mike, 49. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again to Smallwood out of the gun. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Hey, wahoo! 49.
Darnold on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
49 to Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On second down, it's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. You remember me? You.
Topper!
Show it up. Show it up. Shoot. 80. Switch gears.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
General West.
49, guys.
Now it's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing just about on his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's pulled in at the 32. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Maher is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
58, right over there. No, 80. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58, 58 to Mike. Stay with your man. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 to the Mike.
Darnold from the gun. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You draw quarter.
Slam, slam, slam. He's crashing.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
58 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Here we go, here we go. Motion, motion, motion. 58, right over there, right over there. 58, right there. I got it.
A first down throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano. Gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, lady. Sears right here. So we got to step it up. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Hey, exit.
Darnold now to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Darnold now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give running right at Smallwood. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill. Get tight.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 15 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check it backer, check it backer.
They go right back to Singletary. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun, it's Allen. And able to find John Brown. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down, Buffalo.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. A first down carry now for Yeldon. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, check it in. 57. Here we go. Watch out. Switch. Shift. All 52.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen is going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bills' passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Darnold, caught here by Griffin. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Pilot, 64, weak.
This is Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
58, right over there.
Hey, Haywood.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
It's complete to Diggs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
56.
Jump.
Regular.
They run here with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Next to score, Jets 10, Bills 7.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Bell. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
At the 46-yard line.
Lady, 58 to Mike. X3, 218, chopper. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Lady. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Hey, Delta. It's a party now.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Let's get this.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut, and the Bills have taken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the lead is now 14 to 10. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. And
he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Vincent Smith, 75 yards. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 2. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a throw here to his running back. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 49 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Bell. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
That's a gain of 8. Brings us 3rd and 2.
Here we go, set.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles.